Okay, here we are at part 3, I guess. Let me make sure it's lights off. We're gonna play this. We're gonna play in the dark. We're gonna do it proper. So, oh, I guess it helps if we click on the game, doesn't it? There we go. I think audio's all good. So as I mentioned, I'm recording this right after I got done with episode 2 because I just kind of want to keep playing this game and I want to get to the scary apartments. Also, I've reflecting back on the second episode, I kind of did some screaming and what was it, that profanity laced commentary I gave earlier. So I'm just going to say this right now because I know that there are a ton of parents out there that don't monitor their kids and then want to blame somebody else for their shitty parenting. So if you're a kid and you're watching this, I highly recommend that you don't, or you go get your parent to watch it with you. Otherwise, that is on you and that's on your parent. It ain't my problem. We're done. Because this game is rated M in the first place. So, whatever. Anyway, with that said, I also thought about the mannequins. Where are we going? I have no idea where we're going. We're just going to wander around aimlessly for a minute. So the mannequins. They are supposed to be... Hold on. Have we even made it to the third floor? We haven't made it to the third floor. Let's see if we can... Oh, wait. We got that stair key, didn't we? See. Let's go this way. So the mannequins. The idea with the mannequins was supposed to be that there are James's... We still can't get in here. Wait a minute, there's a tree on here. Oh, yeah, I have the key of sorrow. There's supposed to be James's unfulfilled sexual desires. Okay, it's not exactly the door I was looking for, but whatever. But we can go all the way down this hallway, so that'll work. I'm kind of thinking they're not so much just sexual desires as in... Hold on. No. Absolutely not. Wait, what happened? Oh, come on. Oh. Now we should be able to get in here. Yep. But yeah, I don't think they're just so much his sexual desires with any woman as people... There was oh my god, I could have just ended the last episode here. They're not his sexual desires for just any woman. I think it's specifically with Mary. And the reason it's 2 legs, I kind of think the top legs are his, even though they're kind of feminine. But I mean, like, James isn't exactly, like, buff. Like, oh, we can't see the front of him anymore. And I'm going to explain that here in just a minute, too. But, I think the top legs are actually his. And the bottom legs are hers. Because if we're talking about... quiet time. Yeah, let's call it quiet time. Oh yeah, there's one of them back here. There's usually 2 pairs of legs during quiet time, and usually they're pretty entwined. So I kind of think that's why they... Oh, speaking of the devils, I think that's why there's 4 legs on them. I don't know. I'm spitballing that one. Let me know what you think about that one. Speaking of what you think, before we get into the camera acting the way it is now. You know what? I want to kill this thing before I say that. Really? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I got the jump on you this time. You jerk. Where's the water coming from? Oh yeah, speaking of water and wetness, James being dead, there's some more proof of that. Given the pipe is burst, but you know. Nope. God, I hate these things so much. Oof. Anyway. What I was gonna say was, during that small break, I was looking at some analytics. YouTube be doing some weird stuff, let's put it that way. Like, it says X amount of people are watching, but then when you actually go look at the analytics, it shows way more people are watching than it's showing. And I know there's something about confirmed viewers or whatever, but what I'm noticing is that there's still more... Whoa! There's more people viewing it than I've got subscribed. So... Oh my god, James! So to do the quick YouTube pandering thing, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It would help out quite a bit. Okay. With that out of the way, let's actually just play, relax, and relax. We're playing a horror game. We're gonna relax during a horror game. Okay. Yeah. Let's play and just continue on. More theory crafting and talking about stuff. But it's not. It's underneath. Pulsing, trying to get out. Okay. More restoratives. Oh. You know, I guess bullets are restorative in the way they're restoring death to monsters. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. We were already in this room, weren't we? Yeah. So let's go this way. And I know there's going to be one of them in here. I feel it in my knee. Yep. Where's the other one? Come here. Oh. Oh my god, why am I sucking so badly? Jesus. What was the deal with that fight? That thing juked me out so hard, I'm kind of embarrassed, actually. Oh, okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, the camera. So, if you haven't yet watched episode 1, go watch it. And you'll see there's a few times I am panning all the way around James. And now all of a sudden, I can't do that. And this is one of the popular theories that I'm totally going to agree with. Because, I mean, I've kind of been crafting on my own stuff here, but this one, it's actually just, it's good. It's good. That you can't look around him anymore. It's kind of meta, in a sense, that he knows he's in this world, but he's also in a game and he knows that, or he's in a story and he knows that, but he doesn't trust the player anymore. Wherever the player's looking, he has to leave. Oh, crap. Oh. We both suck. There's a note here. But no, I really like that theory that he doesn't trust you as a player anymore. He doesn't trust me as a player anymore, I guess. And he is, wherever we're looking, he wants to look. He wants to see what we're looking at. I don't like that sound. Bloody blood clothes. I was looking outside, but it isn't me. There's someone inside me. You know, sounds like some Russian sleep experiment shit. That would be a fun game for Bloober Team to make. I think they would, oh wait, I think they'd absolutely kill it at that. They should make that game. I want to see a Bloober Team Russian experiment game. Okay, well there's clearly a door here, but we can't go through it. We can't go through that one. Cool. Okay, I guess we're gonna go this way. And, it got up. Where is it? Where are you? I don't want to go back in this room. And what's in here? Oh, we've already done this. Okay, my radio went off. I don't know where that thing is. James's chainsaw went off. It's in here somewhere. Can't go to that door because there's slight things blocking it, and apparently we can't move the slight things because game logic. And we've come through here. Let me just look at the map. Okay. Something in the room to the right. Oh, there we go. This is where the beer should be. Beer. Oh wait, it's not beer. Bloody apple. It's gotta be like a hard cider or something. I mean... Right? That just makes sense. Bloody apple? Would you let your kids drink something called bloody apple? That's not a kid's drink. That is canned juice. Canned juice, my ass. That's some type of cider. And those cans are big. Okay. We can now go outside and get the second coin. And then we just got one more. Yeah, we have one more. What the actual hell was that? Okay. Everything's fine. Now that I'm getting a little bit deeper into the game, I'm actually slightly creeped out. Not totally creeped out, but slightly. I'm going to admit that. Wait, what is this thing? Oh. I thought it was going to be something useful. It's a sign. We're going to skip that for now. Because I'm honestly just kind of playing on casual mode. And that's, I think I mentioned this in the first one, that this way I can actually focus on what I'm trying to talk about. But if you haven't noticed, Turn the key. There we go. My ability to focus sometimes is absolute garbage. And I mean, I get distracted really easily, so. Okay. Back to the machine. Just this way. And we will put this thing in here. Doesn't matter where. Let's put it right here. It's the maiden. Okay. We've got one more coin to find. And we are really doing this haphazardly. Like, third floor. Clogged chute. Okay, so we're done with the clogged chute. Safe spot. We did. We're gonna go this way. Those ones are done, right? Yeah, they're circled and checked, so I'm assuming they're done. We gotta open up this door over here in 201. So, I don't have a key for 201 yet. Nope. Just the key of sorrow. Okay. Well, let's go try to find... I know this is the exit, but my curiosity gets the best of me sometimes. They're both dead. They should stay that way. 102. Have we been in 102? Clearly not. These are not opened. I've done no looting. Watch the keys in here, and I've just been literally wandering around aimlessly. That's a nice camera. It's a very old camera. This place is more put together than almost any of the other places. Ah, yes. Weird, thick liquids that we're going to guzzle. Guzzle. That is... That's a word. Objectively more gross than moist. If any of you remember when that was the word to be all, ew, that's icky. I think guzzle is way worse. Okay, what are we looking for here? I'm not sure we can go out here yet. Nope. So... I am not a speedrunner. And... I typically like to forget about things when I play games, so it feels like I'm experiencing them for the first time again. But I obviously remember quite a bit about them. Oh, can't go in there, can't go in there. We've already checked those doors. This is going to be a long playthrough. Why are you twitching? Can't go in. Oh, we can go in here. I don't want to go in here. 202. Have we been in 202? Yeah. There's another chute. Can we ride the chute? No. James's butt's too big for that. .203. This is where we decided, or it's where I decided anyway, that James became a alcoholic. I mean, if you guys agreed with that analysis, then I guess we did decide that this is where James became an alcoholic. However, God, it would be so much better if There's some alcohol around. Not for drinking. Well, I mean, obviously he was drinking it. Like, what I say, he was like 9 deep. That might be enough to cure depression, at least temporarily. Is there something in here with me? No. But I do hear running water. Oh, there's something in here. Okay. Where are you at? Wait, this happened last time. We came into this room. James lost his crap. That one's twitching, so we know it's dead. But we never found what was actually in here. Mr. Pointy Head's not here anymore. Okay. There's gotta be something else in that room. Now we've gotta be missing something. What was that? Where are you? Oh no. Okay, he's dead. Well, we're super far away from the room that I thought there'd be something in. That kinda sucks. That's where we decide that we're not having a party. God, I'm missing something. I do not remember where that other coin is. And what happened to this toilet? Like, toilets are pretty sturdy things. They don't break very easily. I mean, if we're sitting on them. Okay, we already did the creepy room. So we don't need to do that again. So I hate that room, but I think that's actually the fastest I've gotten through it, which is crazy. Alright, it's blocked. We on the second floor? Yeah, we're on the second floor. Is there a fourth floor? That's a question. You know, this may not have been a bad place to raise the kids. I mean, it's a creepy apartment, but I'm sure this place was quite nice before whatever the hell happened here. Before everything got wet. There's still a lot of wetness around. Which, in my head anyway, still just helps solidify that James is dead and this is his version of Silent Hill. Where everything is wet and gross. Because he drowned himself before ever coming here. Let's see. So we were just on the right side, right? Yeah, we came to there. Let's go back through here. We're gonna find this, I promise you. It may take some time, but we're gonna find it. It's clearly not that way. Have we been through here? Yeah, we've been through here. if there's dead bodies laying around, we've definitely been through here. But what we haven't been able to do yet is go out here. Does this thing lock from the outside? I don't know about you, but that seems like a security risk. Clearly been through here. 102. 102 is the nice one that was put together, right? Yeah. Okay, that door creaking. We have to get into 101. So... But they're not even marking 101 as a point of interest. Go to 102. Rosewater Park. We gotta get to Rosewater Park. But that means we have to leave. Let's see. We've done everything here. Okay, we are going to find this eventually. I am not going to apologize for the way this is going. I mean, I said it was going to be uncut. I'm not going to cut to the point where we figure out how to get out of here, because that defeats the whole purpose of the series. And I just don't think it's as fun. Like, the struggle's not that bad. And we're going to get some more analysis in a bit. But first, I feel like I've really got to focus on finding this third coin so we can... God, what is in that thing? Is it a... I think it's another key. There's always a key. People are always hiding keys in the most obscure places in these games. Okay. We've been in here for sure. Yeah, we've definitely been in here. Just look for the awkward twitching body and you will know where we've been. I guess the map also tells us too, right? Where are we? 109. Can't go through there. We have to get into room 101. But I honestly don't remember where the key is to 101. And I could pull up a guide. But what's the fun in that? Actually, speaking of that, if you haven't heard, so there's this story that popped up, I want to say it's like last year, about this Japanese family, and they had one rule about playing video games, and it was you cannot use a strategy guide while you're playing. That their kids would actually get in trouble for using strategy guides to play any type of game. And I just think that is absolutely brilliant. I mean, some people be like, that's mean to the children, blah, blah, blah. But I think one thing about games that people tend to ignore is they help you problem solve. They really do. Or at least run around and poke at stuff until you figure out what the hell you're supposed to do. And I know there's probably some of you screaming right now what room it's supposed to be in. And I apologize, that's 101. But there's a reason I've waited a while to play this game. And I've done 1,000 other things before. We gotta get out of here. To hell. Alcohol bottle. What if... We don't know if James and Mary actually lived in an apartment or if they lived in a house. I'm assuming they lived in an apartment because I know there's some information somewhere in the game that mentions that he's a clerk of some sort. I don't know what kind of clerk that is, and I'm pretty sure clerks don't make that much money. Not enough to buy a house anyway. You go outside, girl? it time for the bathroom? Okay. I'm actually just gonna pause this. You're gonna have to look at a pause screen for just a moment. So give me a second. Come on. Let's go bathroom. Where's your brother? There you are. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Let's go, my little girl. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But that was short, right? That was a fairly short one. Oop. Typically, I would just take them out and I could have sworn I just heard voices down here. It's Eddie. Yes, okay, good God, finally. Anyway, what I was going to say is I typically just open the door and let my dogs go out, but one of them is like 15, 16 years old. She is an old girl. I live in a 2-story house, so I have to carry her down the stairs because she just can't get down the stairs by herself very well. So... Okay. Let's not... Oh, I guess we have no choice but to go talk to Borowski.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Okay.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Hey, are you okay?
I didn't do anything. He was like that when I got here.
He... Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill him.
It's all right. I'm not saying that you did. Look, my name is James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie, okay. So, do you live here, Eddie?
No. I'm not even from this town. It's just...
Something brought you here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Well, they came at me. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. I came here. Figured it might be safe, but then I found the guy in the fridge.
Easy, deep breaths. Look, this place, it's not safe. These things, this whole town, there's something wrong with it. Might be best if you just get out of here.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you want to come with? Maybe together we can find a way out of this town.
Oh, sorry, but I can't leave. Not yet. I need to find someone.
Oh.
And Eddie, be careful.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, we'll give Eddie his privacy to spill his guts. And he's really going in there, isn't he? Okay, so a few things. If you didn't notice, now is the time to just go back and rewind the video a little bit and watch Eddie's voice, his breathing. There is condensation coming out of his mouth as he's breathing. So whatever his silent hill is, it's frozen. The temperatures are well below freezing. And every time he breathes, oh, condensation. Oh, we gotta... hold on. I'm gonna finish this up first. Oh yeah, we think this might be Eddie's house or the kid he killed. We'll get to that eventually. But James was standing in the same room for a while, and there was no condensation coming out, and that's why I think that James's world is this wet one, because that's how he died. In water. Okay, we gotta get down here and kill these other, what is it, 3? Oh, I didn't get out of the way fast enough. Okay. You know, the first time I played this game, there it is. I think this whole part here probably took me like 5 minutes, because I was trying to figure out exactly how I was supposed to kill those things and not get myself killed. But when you have a chainsaw, Woodside Apartments, you just kind of rush in with reckless abandon. That makes the game more fun, right? I mean, I had more fun. Ah, okay. Oh, good. Finally. Now what we can do... I forgot that you even meet Eddie here. This is a good place for us to save, though. This is kind of a safe room, right? There's no such thing as safe rooms in this game. But all rooms are kind of safe when you think about it. Okay. We can pick these things up and we can move on. Perfect. 3 bright coins and the 5 holes. First it's a maiden. Okay. Let's move this dude over here. First it's a maiden. Underneath a tree. So, I think what we first want to do... That's not a tree. You're a tree. Nope, you're not a tree. Wait, that's a tombstone. Is that a tree? Oh, wait. I'm stupid. The tree is on the thing. There we go. Okay. First it's the maiden. Underneath the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. So we need wind. Nope, you're a sword. You're a snake. Blow. A beautiful flower. I think that's correct. I don't know. Or do we need to pick these things up? Hold on. I've got to remember how this one works out. Can we just... Can't take it. Okay. Because I know it's a sequence. Let's just put him over here. Okay. A beautiful flower. Alone does grow. Okay, so there's a flower. Oh, right. I remember how this goes now. And here comes a man, so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight, his eyes doth shine. Okay, so actually, she's sitting underneath a tree. Unless he... No, he should be facing her. The whole thing should rotate once we figure it out. Oh, right. The flower's behind her. She's facing to the left, dumbass. Okay, the bath of approach. His blade now revealed. His face disappears behind shiny steel. Away from the man doth the maiden flee. Where once grew a flower, a venomous glee. Where once was a maiden, but a stone doth be. And over her grave the man doth remain. Is that it? The beast, its teeth in her flesh, doth bore. The man has failed. She who is no more. Yep, she's dead. You see that. Now into you falls the grievous chore. Who carries the blame for the fate in the stone? I don't know. Can't go that. Oh, who carries the fate in the stone? Oh. Well, I mean, he did kind of approach her, pulled a sword, probably dropped his helmet too, and I'd be scared if somebody came at me like that. So you know what? We're gonna go with the man. 201. Okay. Let's just go on and save one more time, because Lord knows how long this is going to take. We need to go up the stairs and go find 201. And I feel like 201 is where we go into Nightmare Town. Wait. 201. This way at the end of the hall? Is that correct? 202. Jesus Christ, 202 and 201 have got to be massive apartments. They don't seem massive. No, they can't. There's no way we ran. Oh, okay. Well, we got the breath again. You know, let's talk about the sound in this game for a moment here. And we're probably going to talk about it again. That little breath, I think we spoke about it before. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I don't think it's the breath that Mary had breathed when the common theory is that he snuffed her out. Because I don't think he would have heard that. But that little breath, oh shit. Okay, we may have to wait for just a moment here. You know, I'd say just walk out of the apartment and don't come back. That seems to be a better move. But there's some points here, so I'll get to those once this is done. Okay, now that that's all done. So there's a point that I was making before, that this is Mary's. Pyramid Head could have killed him easily right there. Easily. And he didn't. Instead, he was yanking at the mannequins. And people are like, well, we don't know what he's doing with them. He's trying to separate them. Hey, let's put it this way. Till death do us part. He's separating them. And I think if I remember correctly, he was pulling on the female legs. Which actually, honestly, might be... Hold on. Actually, I think the side that doesn't have any feet are the females. But those are kind of... No, those are definitely briefs. I wouldn't say those are lady pants. Those are briefs. Yeah, he was I think he was yanking on this side. He's trying to separate them. That's the point. He's, like I said, till death do us part. So, this is where we go into crazy part. So we're gonna jump over and I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna get some stuff done, like let my dogs in real fast, and then we'll be back. But to you guys, it'll look like a 5-second pause. So automatic closing doors and the nightmare world. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. Oh. Okay, so let's examine this place for a moment. Let's see. There's the doorway we saw. Right in here is where he would have been doing his thing. And that's where James would have been. He easily could have killed us. But he didn't. And I don't think it's because he's trying to show us something or he's trying to teach us something. It's because that's not his... Neither one of those are his objectives. That's why I think he's the disease. And I think that's why he's the strongest in this world. I also think this particular version of the world is the only time when... Oh, hold on. Sorry, had to clear my throat there. I think this is the only time that James, Angela, and Eddie see the same thing. But they're never together in this world, except later in the game, Angela and James are. Which makes me believe that all of them can experience this particular version of the world. But outside of here, what we call the fog world, that's different for all of them. Okay, I gotta figure this out. I think these are also the ones that explode, aren't they? Nope, we don't want the gun. We don't want the gun. Put the gun away. James! There we go. Okay. I've really got to figure out those hotkeys. Okay, if I remember correctly, these ones explode. Run away, run away, run away! Yeah, and if they explode, they're definitely dead. Now, I don't have a reason as to why they explode, but... Once again, give me a second. I'll figure it out. Utility room. So yeah, I think that's why James's fog world is all wet. Where art thou? Can we use this to... That's great. That's great. I think last time I played it, I just pulled out the one spike. Oh, I see you. Where are you? Nope. Getting away from me. You're not the one I wanted. There we go. It's never the one you want, but it's always the one you get, right? Anyway, as I was saying, I think that's why James's fog world is wet, because that's how he died. And I think those worlds, the fog worlds, are actual representations of how they died. So, just to recap that, I think the in-water ending is actually the beginning of James's story. Because remember, I did say that I don't think he actually killed Mary. I think she died on the way to Silent Hill. Because he was trying to grant her wish. He was. And that's why he's here. Not just because of the letter, but he's trying to grant her wish. But she died on the way, and he decided to take his own life in a result of that. Oh, okay. So good. I'm pretty sure Eddie died from exposure. And that's why his place is cold. And I'm positive that Angela started a fire that burned her house down, and she burned in it. And that's why her place is on fire. Okay, there's the moth room. Okay, M. We have to remember this stuff too, because we'll do this around here. Creepy room. Although I think these things change every time. Moth. And there's another puzzle here that we're going to work with, but let's just write stuff down, right? Okay, as James just wrote stuff down. Cool. We are on the same page. Well, he's got pages. I have a cue card? I don't know what these things are called. But anyway, and if you notice too, here, there's no water on the ground. It's very dry. Ah, yes, restoratives. So that's just another point of the evidence that I'm pointing out here. And if there is water on the ground, it's usually coming from a very obvious spot. It's not just randomly there. Henry fears Scott. I'll run from him and hide. He fled to the west, so we have to head west to the other side. But here comes Mildred. Mildred? Mildred. With unknown intent, Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. Okay. So this is the clock. And then we've got to find, what do you call it? The different hands. I have no hands. I mean, I have hands. They're right there. But... Okay. This puzzle always confused me a bit. So the hour hand points to, what is that, 9? And the minute hand points to 4. I'd say that's 4. Okay. And then the secondhand. We'll figure out secondhand later. Where's my... Okay, there it is. Oddly enough, it's a lot calmer in the nightmare world. Okay, M stands for Mildred. H for Henry. This is obviously Scott's room. But they said Scott ran to the other side, which would be over here. And then Henry's side... That's creepy. I don't think I ever got to the sound design. Yeah, okay, I remember where we're going. I was talking about sound design, and in classic Jeremy style, I got totally sidetracked by something. But, so, I guess while we're wandering around trying to figure out what we're going to do next, and have to go stick our hands in the toilet or some creepy hole. You are dead. No, come here. You bastard. Anyway. I feel there is something else in this room. What, we came in through there, turned a corner, saw the thing, and we went all bloodlusty. Okay. The areas that we see in this place aren't particularly creepy. Like, I don't find this setting creepy. And that's no hit on the developers or anything. That's just... Okay. That's just me. I don't find this particularly creepy. The radio, slightly creepy. Oh my god! What the hell was that? Ah, god damn it. Well, that sucked. We'll go around this. Yeah, okay. But the one thing that consistently creeps me out in this game is the sounds. And they did a really good job on breaking that kind of stuff up too. I mean, as we're walking around... Oh, okay, there's a little bit of water. As we're walking around, we can hear our own footsteps, and it's almost calming. Almost calming in a sense that we can hear footsteps. We can hear our own footsteps. But then even that rhythm, once it gets tripped up by any kind of sound, just kind of sends us into almost a panic mode. Maybe not panic, but definitely like, I don't want to go over there. Even the dripping in the background. So it's like, it sets a tone. And not like a, oh, this place is creepy tone, but it's like, we'd have like a baseline sound. You know, it's like, okay, we know that's there. We know it's not doing anything to us. It's not going to do anything to us. But it sets a tone. It sets a rhythm. And then with the slightest sound, oh. You know what? I'm going to wait for you to come over here. Come on. There's no way you can spit this far. Dodge. Death. These, what the hell was that sound? Like, there was like a bell that just rang, right? Okay, you're already bleeding out. I don't trust any of you. Okay, anyway. And see, that's a perfect example. I see the chains up there, don't worry. Actually, that might have been the bell sound that I heard. But we were okay with the dripping water. That was good. We were okay with the you're not bleeding out. Shit, where is it? You are, but I don't trust you still. Jesus Christ. God, there's so many of them. Okay, you know what? It's okay, because we can one-shot him with the, I'm gonna name this chainsaw Zippy. I can one-shot him with Zippy. Anyway, as I was saying, you get these rhythms going with the footsteps and the dripping water, and something breaks it. And it's just a no-go. It's just... It's creepy. And I'm playing this, by the way, with a set of headphones. Mostly to make sure the audio sounds okay. So headphones, and then there's a boom mic in front of me. So the sound has been coming out pretty well. And then that's being recorded as well. Are you bleeding? We have to go through and we have to bleed out all of these guys. Just in case. I know I said I could one-shot them if they stand up, but... I'm slightly uncomfortable. And what that says, like, I'm not, like, totally unscared of this game. What the... You son of... Oh, shit. Hold on. Run away, run away, run away. It doesn't matter if you bleed them out or not. They just get up anyway. It's obnoxious as hell. Anyway. It's not that I'm unscared of the game. Because the game definitely creeps me out. Like, I got this other game recently called... Oh god, was it Sweet 701 or Sweet something? I've never played that game, but I've seen people play it, and it's just not the same. I mean, when you watch somebody play a game, what the hell is that? When you watch somebody play a game, and when you play it, it's just... Okay, good, we can move it. It's not the same, and... I've only seen people play it because it looks like an interesting game, and I just hadn't picked it up for the longest time for some reason. But I have picked it up now, and I can play it. I don't know if that's going to be one of the... God, one of the games that I'll do. Well, I'll probably definitely... I'll do it for this eventually, because I think it's a pretty short game. But, I don't just want to play horror games on here. Okay, we can go in here. Did you mark radio on there? You better have marked radio on there. Okay. Grab that. Okay, that should go off to the room to the, yeah. Isn't there a third chain? Yes, there is 3 chains. Okay, I thought so. That's creepy in itself. Vibes of the room. But anyway. Yeah, the sound design... The sound design in this game is what sets it apart from so many other horror games or just games in general. And as long as the Silent Hill game was done correctly, like it was done properly, it was done with care. When oh Jesus. Okay. Okay. 306. Okay, so remember that we have that key now. You gonna write that down, James? No? Cool. These games should always win best sound design. Every single time. What do you want me to do? Rude. Okay, I think we're good. I gotta wait for this slime stuff to clear up, because I think if you walk through it, it hurts you, and I don't want to be hurt. Okay. My heart already hurts. I don't want to hurt no more. There's something else in here. Where is you? You know, I'm gonna go into this room over here. Where? I hear you. I don't see you. You know, that's fine. You stay over there. I'm gonna come back in here. Unless you come shambling your ass in here. Rather you not shamble your ass in here. Okay. Anyway, what did I say? Best sound design. This game should always win best sound design whenever they release a new one. So when Silent Hill F comes out later this year, which I wholeheartedly plan on getting, and I'm going to have to talk about that game too here in a minute, because can we just take this thing? No? Okay. The sound design is going to be amazing in it. Like, that's just a fact. The sound design is going to be fantastic in that game. I know it. At least it better be. And then Bloober Team is making Silent Hill 1, I think. They've already started developing it. And look at what they've done with this game. We couldn't have asked for a better reimagining of this game. Given it's longer, I don't mind the longer playtime. I am turned around and lost in all kinds of shit. Okay, let's go this way. No, don't dodge. Now dodge. There's another one. I'm gonna assume it's probably in 303, wherever it is. What was I saying? But yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better remake, and I don't think there is a better team out there to have done it. Like, Konami's legendary, and it's hard to take anything from Konami, but they have shat the bed so hard since the sacking of Kojima. Ooh. Okay, I did not mean to juke him like that. That was a total mistake. There's another one around here, though. So we gotta find that guy. It's 306. Come on, where are you at? I'd rather just kill you now so I don't have to deal with you later. Okay, we ran away from it somehow. But yeah, no. Konami has absolutely shot the bed when they fired Kojima. And consider the fact that he made a demo. Well, it wasn't just him, it was Guillermo del Toro as well. I knew you were gonna stand up. There we go. And Norman Reedus. Oh shit, see, that's why you don't stand in the puke. Yeah, Norman Reedus was in it. This wasn't gonna be just some run-of-the-mill game, and can you believe it's been, God, what? That came out in 2014, if I remember correctly. It's been 11 years. And that game has, that demo has had a huge effect on the horror game genre. I mean, so much so that even Resident Evil was like, damn, we gotta step up our game. Where are you? No. Come here. Why are you running? Oh, shit. There's another one, there's another one. Oh, damn it. Oh, crap. Jump the wall, James. Okay. Whew. That was fun. We had fun, right? That was fun. Drank some weird liquids. Wait for the goo to go away, and then we can check the kitchen proper. But yeah, that demo was enough to even make Resident Evil rethink what it was doing. And look, I mean, Resident Evil 2, I wouldn't say it was scary, but it was definitely more stressful. It puts you in a stressful position all the time. We're going to get to that thing in just a minute. I want to finish this thought because I am a spaz sometimes, and I'll just forget, as you've seen. But, I wouldn't say Resident Evil 2 was particularly scary. It was just a stressful game. Resident Evil 3... Ew. Resident Evil 3 wasn't scary whatsoever. That was... I don't even know how you describe that game. A rompous ride. Yeah, I think that's the best way to... Especially the remake. I know a lot of people crap all over the Resident Evil 3 remake. I actually really enjoyed it, so... whatever. 4 wasn't scary, 5 wasn't scary, 6 wasn't scary. But then when 7 came out, 7 terrified me. Like, even to this day. That's it. Bravo. Even to this day when I play that game, it still terrifies the ever-living hell out of me. And I actually just like played it and beat it earlier this year again. And it still terrifies me. Now, 8's not terrifying at all. And Konami, oh. Yeah, that sucks. Oh wait, that's not a door. Huh. Not Konami, I'm sorry. Capcom, they shot themselves in the foot with that one. Like, hold on. No. Anyone else? Okay, that actually kind of got my heart going. So, as far as Resident Evil 8 goes, the way they had continued the Ethan Winters story, first of all, that was kind of weird. Like, it almost felt sloppy in the way they continued the story. I kind of like the old Louisiana Baker's house, you know, the whole Baker estate thing. that was dope, and they did a fantastic job with that. But when they decided to, like, now you're in some medieval village in the middle of Romania. I think that's where they said it's up there in like the Romania, Lithuania, Estonia region of Eastern Europe, so the old Western bloc of the Soviet Union. For those of you who are old enough to remember that, it felt like it took us away, and that was just so disjointed in what they did with Seven. But then they really, really shot themselves in the foot when they introduced Lady Dimitrescu. And they really didn't understand the effect that she was going to have on the internet as a whole, and even to this day. And then what did they do? They went and they gave her 3 daughters. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. Like, they really shot themselves in the foot with that. And it's not just the guys that were like, oh my god, tall vampire mommy. You know, we can blame the guys for it, definitely, but it didn't help that then the women started dressing up like her and her daughters as well. So it's like, you couldn't be scared of that anymore. I guarantee you, everybody who has played Resident Evil 8, male or female, are they, whatever, every single last one of us allowed Lady Dimitrescu to kill us at least once. At least once. Because she is not the scariest of the... She's not the scariest of the tyrants that we've ever seen. Honestly, that still goes to Mr. X. Mr. X is a terrifying, hulking monster of a tyrant. But Alcina Dimitrescu, nah, that wasn't scary. She just wasn't scary. And then for her daughters, you almost felt bad about even killing them. Like, okay, was it Bella or Danny? I think it may have been Danny. Danny was this insane, so you didn't feel bad about it, but you weren't like, oh, that sucked. And then Bella, I think, was just kind of like, whatever. But then killing Cassandra, that one kind of sucked, because that poor girl just wanted to be loved. And then you toast her ass. And that's kind of rough. We're going to deal with all that stuff later. So yeah, that was that. And then you had, what was his name? Moreau, whatever his name is. That guy wasn't scary at all either. His whole level was just, it was too much action. It was too over the top. They brought back so much of like Resident Evil 6, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? And then you had, and I'm gonna get to Benvenuto in a minute here, but then you had Eisenberg, and that wasn't scary. That felt like a studio that was trying too hard to be scary, and they're like, oh, let's just mechanical creatures that were human, and we're gonna stick a drill in this dude's face. And it's like, there was just no effect. It felt, oh, you're twitching, so you're already dead. It was half-assed. That's all it was. But then you had House Benvenuto. And that was the only part of the game that was scary. And it wasn't even the baby. To hell with the baby. Like, it was creepy looking, sure. But the baby wasn't that scary. The scariest part of that entire part, and I know I'm walking around in circles here because I'm trying to keep focus on what I'm talking about, but the scariest part of House Benvenuto was the silence. I mean, the dolls were creepy too, Angie was nightmare fuel in her own way, but the silence was so loud and it was deafening. That was the scariest part of that entire level, and it was the scariest part of the whole game. You know, the rest of it was just, they tried too hard with it. They lost the magic that they had in Resident Evil 7, because I think they're like, hey, 7 was amazing, so we can just run off those laurels, right? And as much as I love 8, like, I really love 8. I beat 8 probably like once or twice a year because I've got like the little pistol that's like a hand cannon. You're just blowing everything up with 1 or 2 shots, and it's just a good fun time to do. But let's see, we gotta go to the moth room next, right? Yeah. But as much as I love 8, and I think 8 might be my favorite in the Resident Evil series, 7 was a masterclass to a point. So give me a second. I gotta pause this and do something. It'll be like another magical 5-second pause. So give me a second. Okay, we're back. Hopefully that was short enough. Hold on, I gotta wait for the recorder to do its thing. Okay. M room. So where was I? Let's check our map again. M door, H door. I think we have to go into M door before we go into H door. But we need to go... Let's see. Have we been into 205 yet? Huh. Well, let's just go down the line here. Start at 204. So, yeah, I was going to say about Resident Evil 8 that it's a fun game. It is my favorite of the Resident Evil series. But as far as the fear factor, they really did shoot themselves in the foot with the exception of House Benvenuto. Okay, there's nothing in here. I am really, really excited to see what they're going to do with 9. I do hate the fact that they called it Requiem, but I also think it's funny that they're calling it Requiem, because being a Final Fantasy fan, like everybody on the Final Fantasy verse is like, Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 remake is going to be called Final Fantasy Requiem, and it's like, that is, for one, that's pretentious. 2, if you pay attention to the story of Final Fantasy 7, it's more than likely going to be reunion. And I know the argument is, well, there's already a Final Fantasy 7 reunion. What is that? Shadow? Okay, I'm just tripping balls here. They're like, there's already a Final Fantasy 7 reunion. It's like, no, that's Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 reunion. I don't know anybody who, and it's an edition. It's not an actual game. It's like the reunion edition. It's Return to, that one is lame. Final Fantasy 7 Return to what? I'm sorry. I'm on a tangent. Anyway, Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9. I love what they're doing with this game so far. From what I can see is like a storytelling perspective. I haven't played the story, obviously. Nobody's played the story. But I'm so happy that they're not bringing back Leon. That's my biggest thing. When everyone was like, they got done with Resident Evil 8, and they're like, oh, well, the Ethan Winters story is done, so do we get more Leon? It's like, okay, for one, things need to change. We can't have every Resident Evil game be a Leon or Chris Redfield showcase where they're kicking villagers and punching boulders. Like, we need something new. And then the people bitching and complaining about it's like, look, if you want to make a Leon-style shooting Resident Evil 4 game, the tools are out there to do it. If you've got the time, the motivation, probably the money, and definitely the energy. Can we? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go back in here. Then you can make yourself another Leon zombie shooter. That's fine. But considering the fact, and I knew when the Ethan Winters story was done that they were not going to go back to Leon. He's going to show up in the game. Sure, he'll show up in the game. But he's not the main character. And Capcom specifically said, we want to keep it horror. You want to make it a scary game. Leon, the dude got out of Raccoon City, and then he went and saved the president's daughter, and then he did some other shit. What's this dude scared of? Like, no, we already came in here, didn't we? I am so bloody confused what the hell I'm supposed to do right now. Because I'm over here just ranting and okay, hold on. 5. Give me a second. I gotta figure this out. Blue Creek, H door. We haven't been to the first floor. Okay. New goal. Gotta figure out how to get to the first floor. Anyway. In all reality, Leon and Chris. Leon, Chris, Claire, Jill, Ada. Is there another one? No, I think that's it. I think this is the 5 of them. They are the ultimate team of badasses in video games. I mean, these people ain't scared of shit. So how you gonna make a horror game based around, I'd say he's probably the second baddest ass character in that team. You can't do it. So for them to, let's go out that back door. For them to not even, for him not to be the protagonist in that game is honestly stroke of genius. Absolute masterful move. Is it going to piss off the fans? Of course it's going to piss off the fans. Because the fans think they're the ones making the game. Are they the ones buying it? Definitely. Are people going to buy it even if the fans are pissed off? You know what? Definitely. So, just let Requiem be what it is. I'm sorry Leon's not in it. But the game, I'm pretty sure it's going to... That's creepy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great game. I'm positive it's going to be a great game. Now, if the game sucks, then I have absolutely no problem coming back in here and saying, my bad, I was wrong, the game sucks. But a game sucking or a game being good is so subjective. I don't think I'll end up, unless it's actually a pile of dog shit, then I won't have a choice but to come back and say that game was a pile of dog shit. God damn it. Where am I? But that brings me to, I'm going in circles, and all I want to do is get to the bottom floor. This is the one thing that I absolutely hate about the Nightmare world. Like, the hell do you want me to do? But anyway, that does bring me to the next Silent Hill as well. Because the fans have chimed in, and they're all saying, how is this a Silent Hill game? It's not even taking place in Silent Hill. Well, How do you explain this one? I think it would have been fine if they didn't call Silent Hill F a Silent Hill game. I do think that might have been a misstep on Konami's part. Because Silent Hill is definitely a place. Oh, you know what? We can just run past here. We've already been in here. But there is... Have we been in here? Yes, we've been in here. Them using the Silent Hill name really is... It's a cash grab. Let's be absolutely honest with what it is. It's a cash grab. We recognize the name... not Final Fantasy, Jesus Christ. We recognize the name Silent Hill, and we are interested, and some of us are going to buy it no matter what. But we saw another company do this not too long ago. Ubisoft. Just slapping Assassin's Creed on whatever the hell they felt like. Like, I'm sorry. Assassin's Creed Odyssey and what was the other one? Ragnarok? Not Ragnarok. That was God of War. Yeah, I don't remember what it is. But you know what I'm talking about here. Wait a minute. I think I know what I need to do here. Hour hand at 9. If I remember correctly. Yep. It didn't feel that Odyssey and whatever the other one was were really not Silent Hill, were really Assassin's Creed games. And they could have just called Odyssey, and I think it would have been just fine. So I see what Konami's doing with Silent Hill F. And... Angry boy is angry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's going to be the minute hand, if I remember correctly. We're not going to go sticking our hands in a toilet just yet, because I want to see what else is in here, because the bird puzzle is here, right? Yeah. At the same time, I feel Silent Hill isn't just... It's not just a place. That's not gonna work. It's also a state of mind, almost a state of being. I mean, we already talked about that, right? With James having his wet world, Angela having her fire world. Okay, I guess it's toilets. No, wait. Hold on, let me think. Okay. I also had to blow my nose. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be in the Silent Hill location. I mean, geez, look at Homecoming. But everybody hated Homecoming. I didn't mind Homecoming so much. I thought it was unforgiving, to say the least. And the story it wasn't bad, but it wasn't necessarily good either. That's disgusting. Jesus Christ. Shoulder deep, James. My boy, have some dignity. There we go. Now we're in the nightmare world. I see the bird there. Okay, we're gonna chill for a minute here. Anyway. They also did that other one. That was it. Silent Hill something messages. God, I can't remember what it was called. Silent Hill's had some experimenting happening, hasn't it? But from what I'm seeing from Silent Hill F so far, it looks interesting. What it looks like is if a AAA studio took the game Detention and tried to turn it into a AAA game. And even though the game will be fun, I'm hoping it will be fun, it missed the mark of what Detention was about, if that makes any sense. What the fuck was that? I didn't need any of that. See, that's the shit I'm talking. That's what scares me in this game. To hell with them. Okay, no, I did scream at that one monster, but that was more aggression than anything. But that, I didn't need that shit. Okay, anyway. I'm probably going to get Silent Hill F when it comes out. I'll do a playthrough of it probably months after everybody's done theirs. Because I'm not one to necessarily jump on a trend. Is my light on? Oh my god. Okay. I'm not a nyctophobia, but a nyctophobic. But low-key, slightly nyctophobic with this. By the way, that's the fear of the dark. No. That one didn't blow up. Why didn't that one blow up? What world are we in? Wait, no, he's dead. He's good and dead. Okay. Huh. Perfect. And there's a hole. We saw a hole in one of these rooms that we need to go cut open. Or did we already cut that? We probably already cut it open. Anyway, they probably should have called Silent Hill F something else. They could have started their own series. Whatever the town is that they're in F, I can't remember the name of it right now. They could have just started a different series off of that. But they didn't. If I remember correctly, this bottom part needs to be connected with something else. Yeah, so we gotta go find the head. Let's go find the head first. Oh, there we go. And there's something here. You know, I wouldn't even say the radio is scary in this game either. Where? It's behind the door. We know. We already know. But the door is not locked. Okay, subversion of ideas, I guess. Cool. I do need to stop playing this soon because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh shit! Where are you? Oh my god, just hit it, James! Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay. Didn't know there'd be another one, so that kept it interesting. Why is that the pose you hit with a chainsaw? Why are there chairs in the kitchen on the counter? there's another door over here. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not a door. I mean, it's a door, but we can't go through it, so... And we broke this, so that doesn't do much of anything for us. Oh, wait a minute. You know what we can do? Combine this with this. That is absolutely ugly. Okay, I think it's this way. Was it 210? No, 210. Yes, it is 210. Okay, we have Little Bird. Well, that clearly doesn't work now, does it? So we need to move it. Actually, it's heavier. There we go. Oopsie. Wind key. We should have just smashed it. Like, if I ever end up in a place like this and I see a puzzle of some sort like that, I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm just gonna start smashing shit. And down the creepy hole. Foreshadowing of the prison? Oh god, the prison level. That is the worst level in the entire game. Not even Labyrinth is that bad. Like, oh, we got memories. Also, isn't this kind of reminiscent about what Angela's gonna do to her? Oh, we can't use that word. Her POS brother and father, and her mother. God, I think that's probably why she burned the place down. It's mom's fault. That whole family is all fucked up. I know I did say in episode 1 I was going to try to keep the swearing down to a minimum, but I'm going to talk the way I talk. What's over here? People are always running around saying, be yourself. Well, I am being myself. But myself right now is... This isn't the room to... Okay. We get that key. Yes, that is the room to get to Mr. Head. But first, we need to go open up the moth room. Which isn't a scary room. It's just gross. Like... You know where they got the inspiration for the moth room from. Good old COVID. Remember we're all locked out of our stuff? Some of us couldn't go to work. Oh, cutscene. Oh, Angela, we were just talking about you. Let's watch this.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. I'm James.
Angela.
Angela. Okay. Look, I'm not sure what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? What's the point? It's easier just to run. Maybe it's all we deserve.
We?
Me. You. We're all the same.
I'm not like you.
Are you afraid? Sorry. yet.
Did she live here? In this building?
I don't know.
So all you know is that she lived in this town?
What did you say? How did you know that?
Well, I just figured because this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Beautiful camera shot, by the way.
Yeah. Sorry. Did you find the person that you were looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know why I think she's here. She died 3 years ago.
She's dead?
Don't worry, I'm not crazy. At least I don't think so.
We have to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town really is dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
No, it's okay. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure, no problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. No! I'm sorry! I've been bad! Please don't!
Okay, we do not want to look at that thing for too long, because we don't want that ending. What an interesting room. Kind of... Okay, anyway. Oh, hold on. Okay. I never noticed the handprints on the TV before. I think that's more foreshadowing, because she does grab a TV and smashes, was it Big Daddy with it? So a few other things about this game, and it's before it came out. This is one thing I'm getting really tired of with this Discord around gaming, especially on the internet. They're sitting there saying that they have uglified Angela. Look, Angela's what? 15, 16-year-old girl, 17 maybe? Point is, it's too soon for you. No, this doesn't open up this... No, it doesn't. Oh, shit, it does. Okay. Okay, this isn't the room. That room is over here. Yeah, Scott. Because he ran to the other side. which I'm assuming is south. Scott for south. S. Yep, okay. Yeah, they're saying that they uglified her. It's like, look, she is... Physically, she hasn't fully yeah, I see you. Fully matured yet. So, her face being the shape it is... makes perfect sense. So, those guys, yeah. No, it doesn't mean that I'm like... I'm definitely not on that other side where it's them yelling about what people should look like and what they shouldn't look like. And where are you? Oh my god! What the hell? I don't know what you just did to me, but I didn't like that at all. What the hell was that? Okay. Anyway. Oh, we're totally not doing the photo quest either. You've been here for 2 decades. Just in case you want to know what the photo quest is all about. I did that in the last playthrough. I am not interested in finding all those damn photos this time. You're skipping that. And there's plenty of videos online that'll explain it to you. And they'll go on about it for like 15-20 minutes. Given this one's probably going to be like an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes long. The short end of it... Oh wait, we need to come this way. You get the photos, there's like, what, 26 of them or something like that. And once you put it all together, it just says, you've been here for 2 decades, which is roughly the time between Silent Hill 2 coming out and then the remake. And some people say that it has to do with the loop theory, but I think it's just a nod to how long it's been since we've had a remake of this game. So, done with that. That's that theory. Okay, so we want to point this one at... It's not quite 3. I want to say it's 4. I was wrong. Is it 5? We can't go to 5. Yes, we can. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Oh. What's directly across from 2? 8. Just below. Yeah, that makes sense. You better save. Yeah, Angela's story we're going to have to get into a little bit deeper, but like I said, she has... Like, James is tragic, especially the way I've laid it out. Eddie's is... Dude, I don't even care about Eddie's story, and... It's sad to say that, because they already set him up to be a character that you're not supposed to care about. But I just whatever. That's where I'm at with Eddie. Just whatever, dude. Okay, giant moth. Okay, what is this trick with this one? It's like, there's something about... There's a safe in here. God, my allergies are kicking in pretty bad right now. But we are totally safe in this room. There are no enemies in here. Just some bunch of moths. Okay. There's 2 with 2 eyes. That one probably had 2. Oh, here we go. Okay. Crescents. Ah, shit. Okay, I think after this puzzle, I'm gonna save it. We're gonna call it an end for this one, because this one is really, really long. And I do hope you enjoyed this, and like I actually really mean that. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough so far, and me talking at you, because I can't. It's a discussion, especially if you go down to the comments. But at the same time, I just hope you guys enjoy this. This is my takes on this game, and not necessarily gross. That is disgusting. And not just going off of what the internet has to say about everything. Oh, I'm on the internet and saying shit, so just something different to take in mind. Okay, crescents. Let's count those first. So we got 2 there. Let's flip over here. And I think the other one over here had 4, correct? So that is 6. Okay. So one number is 6. So we're going to say 6 equals moons. I am actually drawing this out right now, so I can remember what I'm doing. And you would think... Ah, shit. 8. It's 8. Okay. Okay, so 8 crescents. And then we've got skulls. So let's find the skull ones. I think there's only 2 of them, because there's that one. And then there is that one. So 2... Well, we can't draw a skull down. Oh, yeah, that's actually a pretty good skull. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's cute. Okay. And then we have circles. So we've got 2, nothing there, 4, 5. Is that it? Only 5 circles? That doesn't... Circles. Okay. Let's see if we have this correct. Let's put this together. So, moons minus circles equals 1. Skulls plus circles equals 7. And then circles minus skulls equals 3. Ah! Okay. We might have missed a moth somewhere. So let's see. So I'm pretty sure I wrote those all down correctly. Unless they're talking about how many moths there are with that on there. So in that case, skulls is still 2. Skulls. Draw little crude drawings again. Let's go find the moons. Okay, so 2 moon, 2, 1. 2, 3 moons. And circles. 1, 2, also 3. Okay. 3 circles. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Moons minus... There's no 0. That's not the correct one, clearly. There are marks on the door, too. I hate this puzzle. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. 3, 2, 7, 3. I said 7 and there's actually 8. I'm just dumb. I should have looked at what I actually had written down. Okay. Time to be gross again. They make it so slow. I'm not sticking my arm in any hole elbow deep. Or a toilet. Shoulder deep. We're waiting. I mean, I know he ain't gonna do anything to us. Just a game over screen. And technically that's getting killed. But that's not getting killed within the canon of the story. So yeah, he's here. So what we're gonna do now that we have the second hand, it's cute, Mr. Pyramid. We're actually gonna do this. We're gonna save this. And we are going to call it an episode. I am not going to even try to record episode 4 right now. I'll do that later. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We will be back next week with part 4. We're going to start off by fighting Pyramid Head, and then we'll be back into the Fog World, in my theories, James's Wet World. And we will talk about more random stuff that pop into my head. So, until next time. Bye for now? Is that what I say? Yeah, bye for now.